Welcome to our live webinar where I'm going to be sharing all about our launch of our book coming out this fall. It's a workbook specifically for parents and children to work alongside together to help develop self-sufficiency. So I wanted to just first jump into what is self-sufficiency and why do we want to develop that skill within our kids? Is that we want to focus on and help them to develop is emotional and intellectual intelligence, right? So self-sufficiency has to do with emotional and intellectual
intelligence. Being able
to self-maintain, being able to understand how to regulate their emotions and develop their intellect in order for them to be able to provide for themselves without any outside help. Now, we're not here to say that outside help is bad. As human beings, we need each other. We're a community-based race, where human beings need each other in many things. But what we don't want to create in the next generation are children who are reliant on others in order for them to progress, in order for them to be able to provide for themselves in their food and financially, all the basic needs that human beings have. A lot of times there is a season for that where our parents support and develop and provide for our children, and then there's a season when they have to kind of get out of that out of that nest, right, and be able to provide for themselves. And that and in the hopes of doing that, I want to be able to provide an environment that helps our children to think outside the box, right? Because a lot of times in the process of becoming self-reliant, we become so focused on money in order for us to sustain ourselves, right? We become so hyper-focused in bills and in that area of maintenance and self-reliance. But I want to be able to challenge you as the parent and as the child to start thinking a lot bigger than that. And I know that we've grown up in a culture where that is the norm, where that is the focus. So like everything we do on a day-to-day basis, our kids go to school so that they can develop their skills, so that one day they can become a worker, right? And then eventually leave our nest so that they become workers themselves, and then they raise children to also become workers. And I think life is so much more than that. And that's why we're here. This is why I developed this program and this workbook and this mastermind, which I'll be announcing tonight, in order to help you as a parent to help nourish and encourage your child to really start dreaming bigger than just, I need to make money and support myself and my future family.